NFL. And here's the pick artist himself, Trayvon Diggs. He's entering rarefied air with every interception, now up to 12 this season. It's the Cowboys and the Eagles on Thursday night primetime.
Quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018 from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 74 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cowboys have recovered.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. Now a guy who grew up just south of here across the river, Jonathan Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago, 14 carries, 73 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the training room, in the cold tub, trying to get his legs back for this game.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. They'll find Paris Campbell, that's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on 4th down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one is incomplete. The Cowboys at 11-1 now on the year. They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that would be the last shot that they take in this game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. On the counter, it's Taylor. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And 3rd and 8 now. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And out now come the Eagles. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor there. Well, thank you, Dr. Davis. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and...
Now Mayfield lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Taylor. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Let's go now.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position. and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And some space here. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Boy, Charles, his offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Point it right.
First down, Mayfield. And connecting quickly with Goddard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. To try again after the sack. Mayfield trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Now, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw, Mayfield. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. Touchdown! Dallas Goedert with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are able to at least get one score back. Elliott good with a PAT. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And out now come the Cowboys. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
19 tight.
They'll set up a throw. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. And he's got some space here. 132 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Now this time he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
Holding. Offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jay Ferguson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from going up by 40.
Ready, set.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll look to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's their quarterback. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Mayfield on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold him now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Hey, alert!
After the sack on 1st down, Mayfield. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Mayfield down. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city. But in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll set up to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, Charles, just impressive in all three phases. Offense, defense, special teams have really done their job. And here the offense doing its part yet again with another score in the fourth quarter.
I know it seems like something we shouldn't do because the scoreboard does tell it all. But let's set it aside for a moment. This game was absolutely memorable with how they played it. Really terrific effort. Really well executed. Congratulations to them.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
They'll take over first down at the 29-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. Now Mayfield lost the football. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Following the interception, Mayfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On second down, Mayfield again. Complete. Smith has it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Elliott good on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 5. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got it at the 15. A big play here for Dallas. 48 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Mayfield. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield got a man. It's Brown. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
That's good for an Eagles. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Elliott good with a PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking for Campbell downfield. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing.